Hey everybody, this is Stevie Krytov, and I'm going to do a commentary on this video of me working. And I'll tell you what I'm doing, and also, just for fun, I'm just going to explain the game that it's for. And right now I'm just drawing all the rough drafts for the keyframes, like anywhere where his limbs are, the most extended or bent that they're going to be, like the furthest points. They're called extremes or keyframes. So I sketch those out, make sure I know exactly where everything is, and then I'll trace over it later. So, and just so you know, the total amount of time I worked for was 3 hours and 15 minutes, and it's at 16 times speed. Also, I'm doing two different attacks for the player. Well, not really attacks, but the one I'm doing right here with the kind of green background is Wet Willy, which he spits on his finger or whatever, sticks it out. He doesn't actually touch the other guy just because that's the style of the game, and you can't see the other guy or anything until I put it in, because I work out of a blank file because the main file is too big. And then the one with the blue background that I did first, and I'll go back to in a second, that's just called Chill Out, where he just kind of leans back and sticks his thumb out and he goes A, and he like gains some HP from that somehow. This game is called Straight Bullyism, and it's a turn-based RPG, kind of like Final Fantasy. And you're in a school. You're 12 years old, and the plot, I guess, is you're gonna get sent to boarding school if you don't start doing better, and you got to go around bullying people, basically just doing missions and like fighting people. It's kind of like Pokemon and if you've played Fallout 3 combined. And the reason it's like Fallout 3 is because there's no set way that you have to beat the game. There's like, tons of different ways you could beat the game. You're kind of just left to do whatever you want. You can do the missions in whatever order you want. You don't even have to do the missions at all. You could just fight everybody. And you can also, find secret shit in the rooms and stuff like that. And I started this game in the summer before grade 12, and then halfway through grade 12 I got mono and missed like 2 months of school. And even before that, I wasn't really trying. I was focusing on Flash. And so while I had mono, I was doing a bunch of Flash. And I basically just decided, fuck trying to catch up in school. I'm just going to drop out and work on this game, Straight Bullyism. And hopefully I'll release that and make a bunch of money or whatever. And I had quite a bit of money saved up just from World's Hardest Game, which got a lot of hits, and I just kind of continually get hits on my site, and hits like I get ad revenue from my site. It just kind of allows me to kind of work for free, because I don't really have to do any work for the ad revenue. So I dropped out of school, and I moved into my own place. Some other shit happens. I had a friend that was going to work with me. It didn't work out. So I've been working on this game now actually for like, I think 18 months. And I took like a few months off here and there. And, I haven't been working as fast as I could in a lot of spots. I keep track of my work hours. And since I moved out, I've had about like 3.5 hours a day of work, which isn't the best, which I don't know. It's And basically the game just keeps taking longer, and I can never finish the game. It just keeps taking longer and longer and longer. And now finally, I'm working on the second level. I'm trying to do 5 levels before I release it, and I'm just kind of, I don't know, like I'm starting to run out of money and stuff like that, and I'm just really, I've got this, it's been hanging over my head for so long, and I'm just really trying to finish it. So I'm going to, I'll be recording like a bunch of videos of me working on it and stuff, and that kind of just helps me work because as I'm recording I can't stop, because then there'll be a bunch of blank space, so it helps me, continue working. I don't know. I'm just trying to, I'm really trying to get more work in because it's just killing me. Okay, so right now in the work I think while I was talking I already finished drawing over all the keyframes for the chill out, and now I'm drawing over all the keyframes for the wet willy. So I just finished, I think, all the keyframes for both. Yeah, so now I'm going to do the in-between. So I'm in between the chill out. So this is him reaching into his pocket. Now I'm drawing him bringing the glasses up to his head. He puts on a pair of glasses. Here's him leaning back. And I have the head in a movie clip, and after I'm done all the body movements and I know where all the spacing is, I go and I do the lip sync and the eyes or whatever, but I don't have to do the eyes here because they're covered in glasses. So I just do the lip sync. But I haven't done that yet. Right now I'm just in-betweening it. And just so you know, I worked for an hour and 15 minutes, took a break, and then did another 2 hours. But usually I work for I can only really work for like an hour at a time, 1 or 2 hours if I'm animating, and I can't do it anymore. Because I sit at home doing Flash all day, and it's just really hard to motivate yourself to do it. It's just so fucking tedious. It's all psychological. Like I convince myself there's so much left to do, and I've already put in like over 2,000 hours of work, and it's just, even now if I work as hard as I can, I'll finish the game maybe 10 months or something. So it's just really hard to it's just so depressing, like working on it. Like I don't even feel like working on it, and the progress is so slow, and everything takes longer than I think it's going to take. So that's mainly why it's taken so long. And I really just wish I could work on other stuff. And also, since this game is so huge, there's definitely going to be about 20 minutes of cutscenes. There's going to be tons and tons of like the cutscenes are actual cartoons. It's half cartoon, half game. And then the cartoons, there's going to be like 20 minutes of cartoons. The game should take hours and hours to beat. Like the first and second level will take at least an hour and a half to beat both. But since the game is so big, I can't really do my best work, because like for the cutscenes, if I have to do 20 minutes of cutscenes, I can't try as hard as I can on the cutscenes because it'll just take too long. So I've ended up kind of just working like half-assed throughout the whole thing, which is just really frustrating because I can't show how good I actually am. Otherwise it'll just, like, I'm just trying to get it done. So I finished in-betweening the chill out, and now I'm in-betweening the wet willy. And I actually recorded the entire thing from start to finish, so you'll see. I find if you're gonna be animating a bunch of stuff that's kind of the same, like if I'm gonna do a bunch of player attacks, if you want to get it done faster, do 2 at once, kind of, where you do all the do 2 or 3 at once, like all the rough drafts for all of them, then all the in-betweening, or all the, tracing over the roughs, all the in-betweening, then all the lip sync, and it's just way faster that way. You also want to, have all the hotkeys and stuff to speed you up. But like the kind of assembly line type work is what I find is best. It's just harder to do. I haven't actually been talking much about the thing, but so I think I've actually finished all the body work for both of them now, and I'm just animating the spit because he spits on his thumb. And this is actually at 500%, so I don't have to put too much detail in it because it's scaled down a lot. Like, I'm zoomed in. And I had a little bit of problem here just because there's a bug in Flash, causes the fills to delete, so I had to screw around with that for a bit. So I'm just finishing off the outline, so I've done all the body animation for both of them now. So now I'm doing the eye for spitting and also the lip sync. It's not that hard. It's inside the head movie clip. 3 layers, one for the eye, one for the mouth, one for the head. The head doesn't change. And I changed the outline around the head, so it kind of looks like I redrew the head, which is my trick. Oh, okay, so I think I already lip synced the head for the chill out. Because I didn't have to do the eyes, so I just had to do a few mouths. It went by really quick. Yeah. So I'm just finishing off now. And I should be recording more videos, probably doing a commentary just so it's not silent. And hopefully, they can help you out. I don't know. It's mainly just for fun, kind of fun and just to help me work. Anyway, see ya.